Hey, this is Kat, and I'm going to do a reaction video because there's some really funny talent that's on YouTube that I happened to find recently while researching. I don't even know what I was researching, but I found this one guy named Comedy Shorts Gamer. I guess he's in the UK. But I think he's hysterical. For those who don't know, I normally do like entertainment videos in regards to interviewing A-listers and sports, as well as news. And sometimes I get into politics, but I am going to look at different videos and give you what I think about them, and hopefully it will turn you on to some other new talent. But like I said, Comedy Shorts Gamer is really funny. He did a bit on July 24th this year, 2017, about Jake Paul. Now, if you don't know who Jake Paul is this Vine star who went on YouTube and had a Disney show, and then he got fired because he was obnoxious. And he's all over the net now because he's driving his neighbors crazy. And he did a really bad rap video, which was horrible. I mean, no offense, but it sucked. And he had a girlfriend that he kicked out of his house or something, and he's got a new girlfriend. And I was just like, he's a 20-year-old a-hole, I would say. But anyway, this Comedy Shorts Gamer guy decided to post up catfished on Tinder and pose as some girl. So I happened...
Wait, what was that? Jake, this is Jake Paul. Jake Paul, you know who I am. Not fake. Can't stand people faking me. Doing a video, checking out England girls, brackets, repping Nick Crompton. Team 10 till I die. 5 million subscribers in 6 months. I kill the game.
Hold on a second. This guy's voice is hysterical. When he laughs, it's infectious. He really talks loud. If he's got a mic on, he doesn't need it, but he's hysterical. But the thing is, I don't want to do the whole bit, but I just think he's very, very funny, and he has a career doing stand-up comedy if he's not already doing it, because he's funny. Well, I was going to say he needs a show, but he's probably making so much money on YouTube that he doesn't really care. But I watched some other his videos and with his parents, and they are lovely. And it's so funny to see and nice to see a family that genuinely cares about each other and having fun on his videos. I just think I think they're adorable, his whole family. But the video, it really seems like Jake answered this ad on Tinder that this guy did, and it sounds like Jake because it's very douchey. But check out the video. It's called "I Met Jake Paul on Tinder" by Comedy Shorts Gamer, and today's July 26th, but it's got like almost 800,000 views. But this guy, Comedy Shorts Gamer, is hysterical. He's got 8.1 million followers, so what are you going to do? But I think he's really funny. But yeah, talking about Jake Paul is that it's just crazy. This, like, literally, YouTube is becoming like this horrible high school of popularity on steroids and crack cocaine, but the high school is global. So you have all these different people doing reaction videos to stories about like Jake Paul. So it's almost like a herpes sore being passed around in Hollywood. It just goes on and on and on. But one of the things I noticed about Jake is that I see some similarities with some other a-holes that don't seem to know what's right and what's wrong. And one of the things that I thought was interesting, PewDiePie, who I used to not really like because I thought he was pandering to little kids. I mean, with his videos, not like in a weird sexual way, but just like, I didn't really get what he was doing. But I guess there's a lot of lonely kids that like watching other people play video games. But one thing I noticed about PewDiePie now is some of his comedy is really good. So this video, Jake Paul Exposed, I thought that was freaking hysterical. Oh my god.
Dab on the pews, dab on the pews, dab on the pews. Hey, how's it going, bros? My name is Jake. I'm a Jake Pauler now. Me and Jake, full disclosure, have talked through the DMs. We are friends now, okay? For real, I did speak to Jake after my video.
Anyway, PewDiePie uploaded this July 24th. It's got like almost 7 million hits now. PewDiePie is a beast. 56 million hits. I first found out about PewDiePie like in 2014, and I was like, I watched like his videos, and I was like, you mean to tell me people watch a guy play video games and talk about it, and he could make this much money? Whatever. There's guys that pay women to crush balloons with their butt, so anything's possible. But as I've gotten to watch some of his videos recently, I really do see he's got comedic talent and he's funny. So I'm sorry, PewDiePie. I've said shit about you before in the past, but this video, Jake Paul Exposed, wipes everything away. You are very, very talented and a funny guy, so I salute you. Not that you care what I think, but he busted this guy so bad. Oh god, you gotta watch this video.
I'm sure you've seen it. In case you haven't, let's watch.
So he's doing a reaction clip of okay. Like, I live in Los Angeles, so KTLA 5, who did this newscast, you know, they're in LA. So, it's...
That's right, Rick and MB, he is a social media megastar. I almost say he's a sociopath. He's in our house in the upscale West Hollywood neighborhood, and this activity has become the new setting. How is he not... Wait, he's renting?
This PewDiePie is funny as fuck. Oh my god. Okay, you guys gotta watch this video. Watch PewDiePie's Jake Paul Exposed video. It's hysterical. But I want to just say this part. Alright, one of the things this Jake Paul did was he rents out this house in West Hollywood, and he has a group of people that work with him, so they had an empty pool and they burned stuff in the pool, and it's in this newscast that went on KTLA. But you got to imagine if you're a neighbor, all of a sudden it's at night and you have kids possibly, and you start seeing flames rise up, you know, next door. You imagine how crazy that would be. And you find out that your neighbors are doing a stupid stunt at night and laughing and making lots of noise. I know that Jake Paul is 20 years old, but fires can get out of control. And all it takes is one mistake and someone could literally get burnt or die. Or the house could get engulfed. And, you know, a prank can go from being funny to being dangerous. So, you know, Jake thinks he's untouchable, so he's doing all this crazy stuff. The other thing he did when he was interviewed by the News 5 guy, he jumped up on the news van, and you know, I don't know how long ago, but it was maybe almost 8 years ago. There was a famous story in LA. One of the newscasters, she's a veteran newscaster, she was electrocuted by the, I don't know if a lightning bolt hit the news van or whatever, but she was burnt severely, and I can't remember all the injuries, but she was really injured seriously. And what many of you don't probably know is that on those news vans there's a antenna that's able to rise up by the push of a button. So there's all this electronics going on these news vans, and anything can happen. And these guys are just jumping on the news van, acting like they rule the world. And when I saw that, I was thinking about that lady that got electrocuted because she was close to the van, and I believe the antenna, like lightning hit it or something happened, and she was burnt. She lived, but she was severely injured. So these guys are just clueless and obnoxious, and they're making lots of money, and they're trying to act like they're so cool, and they don't care about their neighbors. But like I said, if somebody gets hurt, then they're going to be all sorry. But I mean, when you watch these videos,
Overwhelmed with the cringe. It's like the meme that was dead before it even began. I remember first hearing it. I'm like, oh, that's a joke. Okay, that's cool.
oh, he's talking about
Like my shoes, but
Jake Paul made fun of the guy's shoes. Not that big of a deal.
So after this news media thing came out, Jake Paul decides to do the noble thing and apologize to his neighbors.
I do. And like, I don't teach class. I'm not one of the neighbors that's like absolutely.
So,
But you
okay, what ends up happening is Jake Paul goes to his neighbors and he records them without them knowing and acts like he's apologizing. And everyone's talking about how in LA you can't just record someone like that. You have to let them know that you're recording. And he might be sued for that. These are actual real crimes. And a lot of these people on YouTube are making reaction videos and laughing and thinking it's funny. But the thing is, Jake Paul is 20 years old, and a lot of his fan base is very young, 8, 12, maybe 14 at the most, who knows. But, kids like to copy the people they look up to. Now this is where Jake Paul went really weird. He blames his neighbors.
Jake Paul is just dabbing on them. Then the unthinkable happens.
Oh, look at the axle. It's fucked up, yeah.
The Team 10 bus got destroyed on the freeway. And here's Jake Paul's response.
One of the neighbors comes over and unscrews the screws in the tire to our Team 10 van. The neighbors tried to kill us, bro. They take the nuts out. Max and the Martinez twins are driving down the road and the highway. All of a sudden they hear a noise. They're like, what is this? They get outside. The nuts are off of the tire. So they start driving slow on the highway. Literally the whole entire tire falls off. And they, the bus lopsides. They go flying into the middle of the traffic on the...
Okay, now, first off, accusing your neighbors of unhooking the lug nuts on your car is a serious charge, and unless he has video evidence, that was a dumb move for him to say. I don't know if he's got attention deficit disorder, or he's bipolar, or he's just obnoxious little prick. But he just doesn't get that he can be sued on so many levels for endangerment, harassment, all kinds of things. Accusing people of doing stuff without evidence. I mean, it's so obnoxious that these types of people, they become famous for not real talent, but just being obnoxious and having a young target audience who looks up to them, and they don't really care that they're promoting stupidity and obnoxiousness and just bad, gross behavior. The other interesting thing is, I guess he was dating this girl who worked with him. I don't know if her name's Alyssa. Forgive me if I got it wrong, but supposedly, she was dating him, but he was bringing other women into the house they shared, and he was having sex with them, and treating her like shit. And then she finally got wise, and then he kicked her out, and she made a bunch of videos, and then she's got a video with Rice Gum where they're doing a diss track. But one of the things I noticed, I watched one of her videos, and she's sitting there talking about, she took responsibility, which I thought was really cool. She was like, you know what, I was addicted to the drama, and he shouldn't have treated her that way. She acknowledges, but she took responsibility for what she contributed to it, and I thought that she was really wise about that. But a lot of us, when we're young, we get involved with people, and they're not really nice, and we stay longer than we should, and we hopefully learn from that. But Jake, it just seems like a very abusive, obnoxious person who doesn't know the word no, and his parents are not, like, I guess they have no input on his behavior, but he just seems kind of wacky, And again, he's probably going to get in some serious trouble in the next couple of weeks. He got fired from Disney, some show, but it's just like, I guess when you're a millionaire, I guess he's a multi-millionaire, when you're 20, you just think, you know everything and you're untouchable. But let me just say, if he gets sued by a bunch of people, the millions of dollars that he has can be erased like that. It costs a lot of money to pay lawyers
You can't.
and restitution
If someone
and damages.
takes the screws out of your tires, you have to. That's potential murder. I know people gone to jail for murder for doing that. You can't just get away. That's just not vlogging material anymore. That's some serious fucking shit, if that's true. But I have some evidence to speak differently.
This is the best part.
I need to look after you. I can't.
This is the part where I
Now I know you have some drama.
liked Pootie Pie.
Jake Paul posted this picture of Logan Paul when he was younger, when he went through an emo phase. Logan Paul, shakingly angry, made a diss track as a response where he made out with Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend. Let's watch.
I'm a savage, you are average, I'm a beast, I'm going wild. This song will be the death of you, about to be another child.
Oh, it's so cringe. Oh my god. I don't know what's worse, the fact that he did it or the fact that he thinks it's cool. Like, I know there's the whole bro code or what. That's almost as bad as kissing the same girl as your dad. Like, who the fuck would do that?
Last but certainly not least, contestant number 3.
Oh god, I don't even want to watch this crap. Bunch of weirdos.
Track, okay. Their car got crashed. Okay. The neighbors.
This is the best part, sorry.
But no one is paying attention to Logan Paul's response. Let's watch.
I feel really bad.
I'm surprised they don't retaliate against him.
Yeah, no, you guys are Jake's neighbors. You guys should egg his house or take the lug nuts off the wheels of his cars.
Go back on that one. What did you say?
Or take the lug nuts off the wheels of his cars.
Take the lug nuts out of the wheels of his car. Take the lug nuts out of the wheels of his car. He should take the
his car,
Again.
Or take the lug nuts off the wheels of his car. Or take the lug nuts off the wheels of his car.
Jake Paul, your brother is trying to kill you.
God.
There's something fishy, okay?
Anyway,
Paul,
please watch this video, Jake Paul exposed by PewDiePie. God, I actually laughed. So now I hate to say I'm a fan of PewDiePie, but I appreciate his humor. He's actually talented, unlike Jake Paul. Yeah, but you know, I like people with real talent. God, there's so many talented people, and they're not making the kind of money that Jake Paul is. But they're not trying to burn down a pool or accuse their neighbors of unscrewing the lug nuts of their car, or, you know, doing strange stuff. The world is a funny place right now. There's so much obnoxiousness. I'm sure when I was 20, I was probably a little obnoxious, but I don't think that bad. But who knows? Anyway, but hopefully some more talented people get back on YouTube, or new people get to YouTube. They're actually doing content that means something and teaches people something and has some type of mentorship. Because another thing I've noticed, a lot of people, oh my god, 22 minutes, a lot of people on YouTube are fucking like doing all these crazy edits, and it's ADD, and it's like hyper like stuff with the flashing lights and strobing, and it's like, it's almost like being brainwashed. I don't really like it. I'm more slow, like talking without all the fast edits. But I know the younger generation, that's what they want. But I think one of the problems with doing that is that you're not relaxed, you're not calm, you're just like on a speed. It becomes almost like a drug. So if you go to my channel on YouTube, my videos aren't like speeded up. They're just, you know, normal speed without lots of edits for the most part. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm laid back and kicking. But yeah, just chill the hell out, people. And if you're Jake Paul or somebody like that, enjoy your money. But don't be stupid. Don't be doing stuff to lose your money. Because if Jake Paul keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be in some serious trouble, paying some serious fines, or possibly in jail. And a 20-year-old boy in jail who's attractive is not a good place to be, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, this is Kat from Kattalestv. Peace.